Welcome to Sales is Not a Dirty Word, the podcast that shows you how to convert 8 out of 10 sales conversations without acting like a douchebag. I'm your host, innovative sales coach, Aleasha Bahr, the creator of the Black Sheep Sales Method. Because if it's a fit, it's a fact, and there's no selling involved. If you're a service provider selling your own service and you're ready to sell differently than the mainstream status quo and win more sales without pressure, pitching, or pretending to be someone else, then this is for you. If you want to know more about how to customize your sales system and strategy to your personality, your offer, and your audience, then go to Aleashabahr.com. Okay, so today we're going to talk about a situation that comes up for a lot of service providers, especially marketing agencies. This situation is you have to talk to a different decision maker than the CEO. So a lot of times there is maybe for marketing agencies, a CMO that they have to talk to. Or if you're an SEO provider, you would need to talk to their internal SEO team. And if you're a different type of service provider, like let's say you're an ops consultant, you would need to work with whoever their ops person is on site. And a lot of times that's the first person that you're talking to. Or this comes up a lot when you're talking to an HR director, for example, and trying to talk to them about a solution that's going to make HR better. And whenever there's someone else you need to talk to that's not the CEO, it's so important to keep in mind that their goals are going to be different from the CEO's goals. And a lot of sales are lost because the service provider is explaining and, pitching, for lack of a better term, the same way they would to the actual business owner who cares about overall numbers. So I know let's just roll with the marketing agency and the CMO, because that's a situation that I encountered all the time when I sold digital marketing. And it's really easy to talk to that CMO about how you're going to increase numbers, right? You're going to get more sales. You're going to get bigger audience growth. And here's all the opportunities. And you would think that they really care about that, right? But what they care about the most is how this affects their job. And you have to keep in mind that you're suggesting solutions that could make them look like their CEO could be like, why aren't you doing these things, right? Especially an internal SEO team. I had a client recently who worked with a lot of internal SEO teams, and the leaders are paying salaries to the CMO and the director of the SEO team or whoever is fulfilling that, and expects them to solve all of it. So it's a little bit of a tricky conversation to say, yeah, I know that you're paying my salary to do all of these things, but I want to bring in someone who can do it better. Right? So instead, you want to have that conversation with the CMO or the internal SEO team about how you're going to make their life better. And one of the big pain points for an internal team a lot of the time is that they just have too much to do because the leaders are paying them a big salary. And so they expect them to do like 10 people's jobs, which is unrealistic. But whoever's assigning that to them doesn't have the same context. So they just think they should be able to do everything, right? So a lot of times when I was talking to a CMO, we wanted to talk about what we could take off your plate. What would make your life easier and what would make you look really good to your boss? What are you measured on and how can we make it more likely that you meet those goals? And they're just going to appreciate that you're approaching that conversation with their best interests in mind instead of just talking about what maybe the CEO or the business owner would want to hear. Because when you're doing that, a lot of times you're just thinking about the sale for you, but there's someone standing in between you and the person who's going to ultimately say yes to that, right? And you have to get that internal person on your side. You have to get them to internally sell you to the CEO and make their case for why budget should be put towards you instead of something else. And in order for them to care enough to internally sell you and put you forward as an option, they need to feel like you care about them, right? It's a very similar concept to any other sales conversation you're having. Like when you are talking to the CEO, you want to be talking about what the CEO wants to see, right? So you just need to shift it to be focusing on what that internal person is measured on and how you can make that more possible for them with less hours and less stress with the solutions that you provide. So your discovery is going to be a little bit different, right? You're going to be asking questions like, what does your day to day look like? Is there anything that really stresses you out or you feel like you can't get to? What goals are you measured on? Our goal here is to make you look really good. How can we do that? How can we take hours off of your plate? Or would you even want that? Like, let's talk about what it is that you want. And they're going to appreciate that conversation so much. And you're going to be able to put together a solution that meets that goal. And you'll also be able to provide them the information they need to sell it to their CEO. So let's say, for example, with a CMO, I would talk about how we could increase their email list by XYZ subscribers. We would create the strategy for it. We would take care of the graphic design and we would implement it. And we would provide reports that they could give to their CEO that make them look good, right? So these are the goals that you have as the CMO in this company. And here's how our solutions can allow you to achieve that goal. And what if we provide you all the data that shows that you're achieving that goal? Would that make things easier for you in your conversations with your boss? Would that make you look good? Yes, it would. Would it make you look good that we could do the graphic design and you wouldn't have to pay your graphic designers to do that? So that saves budget. Yeah, that would make me look good. What if we can also act as your media buyers, right? So you don't have to pay somebody separately for that. Yeah, that would be great. Okay, so when I put together the proposal for that CMO, I'm going to show all the different things that we're including. And then I'm going to have the numbers that matter to the CEO, because in that discovery, you want to ask the CMO, what does your CEO really care about? What do they want to see? Okay, this is how our solutions meet their goals as well, his or her goals. And you're going to give them both presentations, right? Ideally, you can ask the CMO to get you in the same room as the CEO, but you want to ask, would it be helpful if I met with you and the CEO and I could explain how this works for your overall goals? Because my main goal is to take this off of your plate and make your job a lot easier. And I can explain, part of that could be explaining that to your CEO so he understands it and signs off. Like, would that be helpful for you? And just that shift in the approach, period, is going to make them more open to being transparent with you and internally selling you and hopefully getting you on the meeting with that CEO. Because what the dynamic you want is for you and the CMO to all of a sudden be a team. You're collaboratively working together to present this to the CEO and get it signed off, or whoever the person is that's signing it off. And so you want them to feel like they can be honest with you about what's going to make the CEO more likely to sign off on your proposal. And you can, even when you're a team, after you have the meeting, talk to them, call them and be like, what do you think? What did they say? What can we provide? How likely do you think it is? Are there any concerns? And you have kind of this like insider advocate and this insider insight because they trust that you have their best interests in mind within the company. Because yes, overall sales are nice, but that's not really what's going to make the CMO's life a whole lot easier, right? There are other things, and everybody's coming to them saying like, oh, this is going to do the XYZ overall overarching company goal. And it really differentiates you to instead understand how they fit within their organization. And they're going to be more likely to want to hire you if you're doing more than just reaching overall company goals. You're actually like, if everybody's saying, hey, we're going to reach your overall company goals, but you're the one saying, and we're also going to save you on budget and save you a bunch of time, they're going to go with you over the other people who are saying the exact same thing, right? And they're going to be an advocate for you internally. So this is a really big missed opportunity when people are talking to an internal team member before it gets elevated to that ultimate decision maker. And the way you approach the sales conversation has to treat them like their own they're their own prospect within the company. They have their own challenges, they have their own pain points, they have their own goals, they have their own wish list. And the more you understand that, you're going to create an internal advocate that makes it more likely that your proposal gets chosen over all the others. So this is something that I work on all the time with my clients who are marketing agencies, how to tweak that discovery process and how to adjust that presentation process and also get in front of the ultimate decision maker by earning that internal person's trust. And assuring them that you're going to make them look good, right? So we're going to just amplify all the good stuff you're already doing. There's just only so many hours in a day, right? You only have two hands and one brain. And that's how you're going to present it to the CEO. It's not like we can do this because your CMO or internal SEO team doesn't know what they're doing and can't do it. It's like they're amazing and they have a great strategy, and we're just going to make it more possible, and we're going to save you on these costs in this time so that your internal person can go and do XYZ, rainbows and unicorns, whatever, right? So hopefully this is making sense to you, how this is a shift in the conversation. And yes, it does take longer, but it's what's going to get you the sale. If you don't do this, you're just not going to get the sale, basically. So maybe there's a little extra conversation and discovery in a proposal that you put together, and then you have to present it to the CMO, and then you can present it to the CEO. But if you don't take those steps, then you won't get the opportunity at all. So I hope you can see how to integrate this into your process with whichever internal people that you're talking to. And there are probably questions that you want to ask specific to the type of internal person that you're speaking with. The main one you want to make sure you understand is how is your performance measured? And where are your biggest challenges within your job role? And you really want to design your solution around those two things for that person. And you also want to understand, what does the decision-making process look like? When do you bring the CEO in? And, does the CEO meet with the vendor that you've chosen or the service provider that you've chosen? What is the sign-off going to look like, so that you can be aware of what the timeline is with that process and what moving parts there are and how you can make those easier on the person who's in front of you, the internal person in front of you. So this is something I do with my clients all the time. I design questions that are going to get them the information that they need for the exact person that they're talking to. And I even help them with that communication flow as they are building that trusted internal advocate for them and getting in front of the right decision maker so that they can ultimately get signed off. So if that's something that would be helpful for you, please book a sales level up call, and I'd be happy to discuss what that could look like. And in the meantime, if you found this valuable, please like, share, subscribe, because that stuff really makes a difference and it just takes a second, and I so appreciate it. And thank you so much for listening. Until next time.